I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's move on to page 50 of the Grade 4 Discovering Music Theory workbook. We continue with the topic of triads and chords. This is my favourite section in the whole book, I think. And once you've done a little bit of preparatory thinking, these next questions become very, very easy. You can do it writing your chords out on a piece of manuscript paper, and I will show you that, but it's much more time economy wise better for you to just write them out on the page as you're going, or just in letters as it were. So here we have to describe the chords. So if we're in E flat major, we know that chords 1, 4 and 5, so chord 1 must be built on E flat. I'll worry about the flats in a moment. E, F, G, A, B, 1, 4 and 5, and then we build the triad, first, third, fifth, and if you find it tricky to do that, you can just think first, third, fifth, E, G, B, A, B, C, D, E, and then B, D, F. And so we know that E flat major has a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats, so we know that all of those must be flat. And so here we have an E flat, a G and a B flat. There's chord 1, and so we can easily say chord 1. You can do that on manuscript paper, and you could go chords 1, chords 4, chord 5. So chord 1 is built on E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth. And then you could think B flats, E flats, A flats, B flats, E flats, A flats. However, I just think that takes quite a bit of time, and you've got to just have your manuscript to hand, and it's just as easy to do it this way. And it will be more helpful in the long run as we move on to the progression of this in later stages. So let's continue. So D flat major, we'll give ourselves the options, chords 1, 4, 5, D major. So D, E, F, G and A are the first, fourth and fifth degrees of the scale. Now we build the triad, D, F, A, G, B, D, A, C, E. D major has a key signature of F sharps and C sharps, so F sharps and C sharps. And here we have G, B, D, which tells us it's chord 4. Now in G minor, we could be overthinking this, but let's do everything we need to do. 1, 4, 5, G, A, B, C, D. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. They're the steps of the scale, and now we build the triad. First, third, fifth, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth. That's a G. Rushing a little there. Now we know G minor has a key signature of B flats and E flats. So that would be a B flat, that would be an E flat. Here we've sort of done a lot of overthinking here because it's G, B flat to D. We'd have got there straight away with chord 1, the tonic. And there we go, we can see actually there's our tonic as well. I'm just sort of using this as an opportunity to get used to the practice of writing your chords out, because we will have to do this eventually. So even though it's more information than we need here, it's good practice to get those chords in place now. So we're going to be thinking of chords 1, 4 and 5 in E major, E, F, G, A, B. Build your triad, first, third, fifth. And actually, if that's the first, third and the fifth, we know that that makes the basis of chord 5. So we can always just double check that we've got that correct. So A, C, E, first, third, fifth, B, D, F. Now E major has F, C, G, D sharps. So you can apply that if you want to. Now here we have a B, a D sharp and an F. That tells us that we're chord 5. So by all means do press pause now that you've got the general idea of this, and just finish this little selection here. So I'm hoping you've had a go, or if not, do so at any moment. Just press pause and then pop back into the video and we'll check them through together. So we're looking at chords 1, 4 and 5 in A major. So A is our tonic, A, B, C, D is our fourth, E is our fifth. Build your triads, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth. And again, if you find that tricky, first, miss, third, miss, fifth. Now A major has a key signature of F sharps, C sharps, G sharps. So they would be sharpened. And here, what do we have here? If that's a C, that's an D, that's an E, G sharp, B, it's chord 5. And then here we're going to need chords 1, 4 and 5 in B flat minor. I'll worry about the flats in a moment. So B, C, D, E and F. B, D, F, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth. B flat minor is related to D flat major, which has B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats. So you could apply those if you like, but we'll deal with it as we go along. So that's a C, that's a B flat, a D flat and an F, which tells us we're in the tonic triad. And you can see actually there's our tonic note C. If that's a C, that's a B flat. So we got that the long way around, but it's good practice to just get all of these kind of nuts and bolts in place. This is the preparation for everything you need to do with chords, so it's good practice to do this, even though it's perhaps you could get the answer quickly without it. So again, we're thinking of chords 1, 4 and 5 now in F major. So F, G, A, B and C is chord 5. Build your triad. And of course F major has B flat, so you could pop that in if you want to. Now here that's a G, that's an E, that's a C. So that tells us chord 5, the dominant. Now here, I don't even have to think what this is, because it's got the raised 7th in it. That double sharp tells us it's the raised 7th, which always comes in the middle of chord 5. So I know that's chord 5 before we even get anywhere. However, let's just follow the steps through. Chords 1, 4, 5. We're in G sharp minor. I'll worry about the sharps in a moment. G, A, B, C, D. Build your triad, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth, first, third, fifth. G sharp minor has a key signature of F, C, G, D, A sharp, so you could pop those in if you like, but we know that F is already sharpened because of the key signature, and then we have to raise it again. That's the 7th degree, the leading note that always has to be raised, and it always falls in the middle of chord 5. And so you just know that one straight away. Now then, here we're in G major, and again we're thinking of chords 1, 4 and 5. G, A, B, C is 4, D is 5. Build your triad. G major has F sharps. And now here, what do we have? If that's a C, E, G, chord 4. So let's move on to exercise 5, where it's exactly the same process of thinking, but now we are required to write the triad that's been requested. And so we could perhaps just start by thinking what the tonic note is. So we're in A flat major, so A flat is the tonic. Now chord 5 is the one that we're asked about. Now A flat major has a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats and D flats. We're starting to describe the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's E, but of course it's E flat. The first, the third, the fifth, that should be a B flat. And there we have E flat, G, B flat. That's what we then need to write in manuscript form. So in G major, of course, the tonic is G. We're asked to write chord 4, so we count up 4. G, A, B, C is the 4th degree of the scale, and we build the triad, 1st, 3rd, 5th from that. And now we just need to write that. Now you can choose any octave you like. Now G major, of course, has F sharps, but it doesn't apply. There's no F here, is there? So we don't need to write anything. I'm going to choose to write it here, just so that I don't need to worry about ledger lines. There's C, E, G. You could write it down here, C, E, G, if you wanted to, so long as it starts on C and builds the triad up from there. So let's look at C minor. Now, of course, C minor has a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats. Chord 1, of course, must begin on the tonic. So there's a C, and we don't really need to do any more thinking. We can just do 1st, 3rd, 5th. That's a C, E flat from the key signature G. There we go. So do have a go at the remainder of these on your own. Just have a go. Follow it through step by step. Try on your own, and then we can check them through together. So I'm hoping that you've had a go of this. Let's look at these together. So in E major, of course, chord 1, the tonic is E. We're asked to write chord 4, so if we count up 4 from E, E, F, G, A is the note of chord 4. It's the 4th degree of the scale, and we build the triad from that. Now we know that E major has a key signature of F, C, G, D sharp, so of course this C must be sharpened, and that's what we're going to write here. So we need to find an A, 1st, 3rd, 5th, but of course the C should be sharpened to represent what would be in the key signature. Now then, here we have D minor, where chord 1, the tonic note is D. Chord 5, where we count up from there, D, E, F, G, A. And we build our triad from that, A, C, E. Now D minor is related to F major, which has B flat, but that's not quite everything yet, because we have to have the raised 7th. And if you think D, E, F, G, A, B, C is the 7th, which must be raised, it always falls in the middle of chord 5, and so we always have to add the accidental in the middle of chord 5. That's where the leading note always appears. So we want C, B, A, C, E, and that's a C sharp there. And so B major, so of course the tonic starts on B, we need chord 4, so counting up from 4, B, C, D, E is the 4th degree of the scale. Build your triad, 1st, 3rd, 5th. B major has a key signature of F, C, G, D, A sharps, and so that G will have to be sharpened when we write it. So we have an E, 1st, 3rd, 5th, and then we sharpen the G. Let's continue. So if you haven't done so already, do try these last few on your own. And so let's check these last few together. So of course B flat minor, the tonic is B flat. We'll worry about the rest in a moment. Chord 4, B, C, D, E, it will be E flat, but we can deal with that in a moment. Build your triad, first, third, fifth. If you find that difficult, first, miss, third, fifth, because we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now B flat minor is related to D flat major, which is B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats. And so we need an E flat, the G flat and the B flattened. And now we just need to position this. So look how it's eat. There's the E, the base of our chord 4, first, third, fifth. And each one of those will need to be flattened. So they're not going to fit in a row, so this middle one will just have to pop out to the side a little bit to fit everything in. We are getting there. So chord 1, A flat major. So A flat is our tonic. Chord 5, A, B, C, D, E. It will be E flat, but we'll worry about that in a moment. Build your triad. So B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats. That's our A flat major key signature. So it will be E flats and B flats. Now let's find, so I know that B flat is the last one, so that will go there, won't it? So C, B, A, G, F, E, G, B. That's correct. And the E is flattened and so is the B. And then finally we have C sharp minor. So chord 1, the tonic, must be C sharp. Chord 5, count up 5, C, D, E, F, G. Of course it will be G sharp, but we'll worry about that in a moment. C sharp minor has a key signature. Because it's related to E major, its key signature would be F, C, G, D sharps. And so let's build the triad. First, third, fifth. The G is sharpened because of the key signature. The D is sharpened because of the key signature, but as this is a minor key, the raised seventh, the leading note, B, must be sharpened also. It always falls in the middle of this chord 5. There's your leading note, which leads you back to the tonic 7 to 8. So we need a G. Watch the clef, we're in the treble clef, G, B, D. And all of those need to be sharpened. They are in the key signature. And then the B sharp is the raised seventh, which will always be an accidental. However, that's that page completed. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee. And for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.